After riding my Simple One scooter in sonic mode, I decided to leave it at a charging station to recharge. While it was charging, I took the opportunity to explore some nearby places in Devnahali. I also stopped by to visit Tippu Sultan's birthplace, which was a great experience. In addition, I did some quick shopping around the area. I was away for about 2 hours in total. Now, I'm back to test the eco mode on my scooter. Since the software update was installed recently, I want to see if it has made any improvements to the scooter's range. I'll be using this video to check if there have been any noticeable changes or improvements in efficiency. Let's see how it performs. The maximum speed of the Simple One in eco mode is between 50 to 55 km per hour. Today, I decided to push the scooter to its limit with a pillion rider and see how far I could go. I started with the battery at 78% and the odometer showed 1077 km. After riding for a while, I took a break at a peaceful lake to relax for about 30 minutes. When I checked the odometer again, it had moved up to 1088 km and the battery was down to 70%. During these 11 kilometers, 8% of the battery was consumed. It was impressive to see how efficiently the Simple One handled the ride, even with the added weight of the pillion rider. The scooter still offered a smooth and stable ride at its maximum eco mode speed, and the range was good. During the ride, I took a few breaks to check the odometer and monitor how much battery had been consumed. After each stop, I decided to continue riding and see how the range would improve, especially after completing the recent software update. The service team had mentioned that this update might have an impact on performance, so I was curious to see if there would be any noticeable difference. After covering a total distance from 1088 km to 1136 km, I noticed that the battery had dropped from 78% to 30%. This means that over the course of 48 km, the battery consumption was significant, with nearly 48% of the battery used up during that distance. I also switched to dash mode for part of the ride, and based on my understanding, you can expect the range to be around 55 km in this mode. However, despite the update, it didn't seem like there was a significant improvement in performance or efficiency. Looking at the results, it appears that the battery consumption rate is around 1.3 to 1.5 km per 1% of battery. So, even with the software update, the performance didn't show any dramatic improvement in terms of range or efficiency during my test. Thanks for watching. If you have any queries, feel free to ask, and we'll be happy to reply to them.